Clutter isn't just a physical nuisance. It can affect everything from your mood to your decision-making. Join us today as we uncover the psychological effects of a cluttered space and how you can create an environment that supports your mental health and personal goals. Don't miss out on our bonus tip at the end of the video. It's a vital piece of advice for understanding and managing the clutter around you, enhancing your mental well-being and productivity. Stay tuned. 1. The psychological impact of clutter. When our living spaces are cluttered, our well-being undoubtedly takes a hit. This isn't just about tripping over a pile of clothes or losing your keys in a mess. It's about how a cluttered environment impacts our mental state. Clutter acts like constant background noise, creating a subtle yet persistent sense of chaos. This chaos isn't just external, it seeps into our minds, fostering stress and discomfort. Our homes should be sanctuaries, places where we can retreat and rejuvenate. However, when clutter accumulates, it distorts this sense of sanctuary. Instead of a place of peace, the home becomes a source of stress. This stress isn't superficial. Studies have shown that living in cluttered spaces can increase cortisol levels, the body's primary stress hormone. High cortisol levels are linked to a plethora of health issues, from anxiety to heart disease. When our environments are disorganized, they can reflect and exacerbate inner turmoil. The mess outside mirrors a mess inside, making it hard to feel in control or at peace. In contrast, organized spaces tend to promote a sense of competence and calm. Addressing clutter is not just about tidying up, it's about reclaiming your mental space and well-being. By creating order in our external environments, we foster internal order, reducing stress and enhancing our overall sense of well-being. 2. Clutter and unhealthy eating habits. Cluttered environments have a surprising influence on our eating habits. Research reveals that when our surroundings are disorganized, we're more likely to reach for snacks and sweets, particularly in stressful scenarios. This isn't just about convenience or laziness. It's about how clutter affects our mental state and decision-making processes. In a cluttered space, the brain is bombarded with excessive stimuli, making it harder to focus and make mindful choices. This overload can lead to increased stress and anxiety, which are often coped with through comfort eating. A recent study found that participants in a chaotic kitchen environment consumed more cookies than those in a tidy one, highlighting how physical disarray can lead to less disciplined eating behaviors. When our living spaces are messy, the simple act of preparing a healthy meal can feel overwhelming, leading to a preference for quick, often unhealthy food options. This shift towards convenience eating not only affects our physical health, but also perpetuates a cycle of stress and poor nutrition. Addressing clutter can have a profound impact on improving our eating habits. By creating a more organized and serene environment, we reduce stress levels and create a setting that supports healthier food choices. The act of decluttering itself can be a mindful practice, encouraging a more intentional approach to eating and overall well-being. 3. The effect of clutter on mental health. Clutter's impact on mental health is significant and multifaceted. Living in a cluttered environment can lead to heightened stress, anxiety, and a sense of being overwhelmed. These feelings can exacerbate existing mental health issues or contribute to the development of new ones. When our surroundings are chaotic, it can create a persistent sense of unease that affects our daily functioning and mental clarity. Clutter overloads our senses, bombarding us with stimuli that our brain has to process. This constant sensory input can lead to cognitive overload, diminishing our ability to focus, process information, and make decisions. The result is often a decrease in mental efficiency and an increase in mental fatigue. Clutter can be a visual reminder of unfinished tasks, leading to feelings of guilt or inadequacy. It symbolizes personal disorganization, which can be internalized, affecting our self-perception and self-esteem. The state of our environment can reflect back on us, influencing how we view our competencies and abilities. Psychological research has linked cluttered environments to lower levels of life satisfaction. The disarray in our external world can mirror and magnify chaos in our internal world, making it challenging to find peace and clarity. By tackling clutter, we can create a more serene environment that supports mental health, enhances focus, and fosters a greater sense of control and well-being. Reducing physical clutter is not just about creating a more pleasant living space. It's a step towards better mental health and improved cognitive function. I hope you're finding value in this video so far. If you are, why not show some support? It's more than just numbers for us. It's about building a community. Every interaction, be it a like, a comment, or a new subscriber, helps us grow and connect more with you. Thank you. 4. Clutter as a reflection of internal states. The connection between clutter and mental health is not just one way. It's a cycle where each influences the other. Clutter in our physical environment can be a manifestation of a cluttered mental state, revealing internal turmoil or stress. Conversely, a cluttered space can exacerbate feelings of anxiety or overwhelm, creating a feedback loop that affects overall well-being. When our minds are overloaded with concerns, unfinished tasks, or stress, it's not uncommon for our physical spaces to reflect this chaos. A cluttered desk, for example, can signify a busy, distracted mind. This external chaos can then feed back into our mental state, making it harder to achieve clarity and focus. It's a bi-directional relationship where mental clutter leads to physical clutter, which in turn cycles back to affect our mental health. Recognizing the reflection of our mental state in our physical surroundings offers a valuable insight. It provides an opportunity to address underlying issues that might be contributing to both mental and physical clutter. By understanding this connection, we can take a more holistic approach to decluttering, recognizing that organizing our space can be a step towards organizing our thoughts and emotions. Addressing clutter thus becomes a therapeutic act, a way to not only clear our physical environment, but also to make space in our minds for clarity, focus, and peace. This approach emphasizes the importance of creating environments that support our mental health, recognizing that the state of our spaces can be both a reflection and an influencer of our internal well-being. 5. Clutter and trauma. Trauma and clutter have a complex relationship, with trauma impacting the brain's prefrontal cortex, a key area responsible for task management and emotional regulation. This part of the brain acts like a control center, helping us organize our thoughts, actions, and emotions. When trauma affects the prefrontal cortex, it can disrupt these functions, leading to difficulties in maintaining organization and managing clutter. People who have experienced trauma may find themselves in cluttered environments as a manifestation of their internal state. The clutter around them can be a physical representation of the turmoil inside, where the external chaos mirrors the disruption in their ability to process and organize their experiences and emotions. The presence of clutter can further strain the already taxed cognitive functions of someone dealing with trauma, creating a vicious cycle. The overwhelming nature of a cluttered space can exacerbate stress and anxiety, making it even more challenging for the prefrontal cortex to regain its regulatory capabilities. Addressing clutter in the context of trauma isn't just about cleaning up. It's about acknowledging and addressing the underlying emotional and psychological challenges. For many, the act of decluttering can be a step toward healing, offering a sense of control and accomplishment. It's a physical action that can have profound psychological benefits, helping to create a sense of calm and order that supports the healing process. In this context, decluttering becomes more than just an organizational task. It's a therapeutic tool that can help individuals regain a sense of stability and order, both externally and internally. 6. Strategies for dealing with clutter. Tackling clutter can seem daunting, but breaking it down into manageable steps can make the process less overwhelming and more effective. Start small by choosing a single drawer or shelf to organize. This approach helps build momentum without becoming overwhelming. Once you've successfully decluttered one small area, you'll feel more confident and motivated to tackle larger spaces. Creating designated spaces for your items can significantly reduce clutter. Allocate specific areas for different categories of items, such as books, documents, and clothing. This not only makes it easier to find what you need, but also helps maintain organization in the long run. When everything has a place, you're less likely to accumulate unnecessary items. Making decluttering a group activity can also be beneficial. Enlist the help of family members or roommates, turning the decluttering process into a team effort. This not only makes the task more enjoyable, but also more efficient. Each person can take responsibility for a different area or category, making the process faster and more comprehensive. Decluttering is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. Regularly review and declutter your spaces to keep them organized and functional. By incorporating these strategies into your routine, you can maintain a clutter-free environment that supports your mental well-being and productivity. Now for our bonus tip. For a truly transformative decluttering experience, it's essential to delve into the underlying emotional or psychological reasons behind the clutter. By understanding these root causes, your decluttering efforts can become more than just a superficial tidy-up. They can be a powerful tool for personal insight and growth. Consider the clutter not just as a physical mess, but as a reflection of internal states or unresolved issues. It could be stress, anxiety, past trauma, or even a sense of loss. Acknowledging these factors can provide profound insights into why clutter accumulates and persists. This awareness is the first step toward not only clearing your space, but also clearing your mind. To tackle this, Take moments during decluttering to reflect on how you feel about the items you're sorting. Do they evoke certain memories or emotions? Are you holding on to things out of fear, guilt, or attachment? Understanding these emotional ties can make the process of letting go more meaningful and less daunting. Addressing these emotional aspects can prevent the cycle of clutter from repeating. By recognizing and dealing with the root causes, you're not just cleaning up, you're setting the stage for more mindful and intentional living. This approach not only clears your space, but also aligns your external environment with your inner well-being, creating a harmonious and balanced life. So, as you embark on your decluttering journey, remember to look deeper. By confronting and understanding the emotional clutter, you pave the way for a more effective and sustainable decluttering process. Now, can I interest you in some game-changing anti-procrastination tips? Or perhaps you'd prefer to find out what your habits reveal about your subconscious. The choice is yours. Thanks so much for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments below and click subscribe if you haven't already.